Entertainment, where we're going to talk about WWE Battleground 2016. How excited are you to watch the show? Are you pumped? Are you fired up? Or do you just not give a shit? After the draft, if a lot of you are like me, you really don't give a shit. Because they screwed the pooch, man. Let's talk draft first before we get into Battleground. Let's talk draft. Here we go, draft. Let's make it a little more realistic. Is that too much to ask for? Look, if you're going to have 6 NXT picks, I'm all for it. But treat it like a college thing where have 12 or 13 or 14 superstars come out and say, you know what, I'm declaring for the WWE Draft. Build up that hype, that anticipation weeks in advance. So when they're having a match, after every show, they can talk about, see, I'm ready. Someone's going to draft me. Right? That would make sense. Because when you're picking people like Jack Swagger, when there's people like Dash and Dawson, Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, Bobby Roode, Rhino, all down in NXT, and you're selecting Jack Swagger over Shinsuke Nakamura. Come on, WWE, get your crap together, man. There's no reason why Jack Swagger would ever be selected over Shinsuke Nakamura. My God. But if Shinsuke came out and says, right now I want to focus on the NXT Championship, I'm going to forego the draft this year, then guess what? If Jack Swagger gets picked, Shinsuke is not on the board. He's not even in play. No one cares. Everyone will think, oh, that's a great pick. We the people, right? I know fantasy booking can be annoying sometimes and people bitch and complain about everything, but, you know, it's just they're asking you to watch 4 hours of programming, 3 on Monday, then you got 4 on Tuesday. That's 7 hours. They only watch 4 hours of this draft, but they're not making it. I'm not buying it. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not enjoying it. And just the whole process. Look, you got Seth Rollins, number 1 pick. I agree with that. Great pick. Dean Ambrose, number 2. No, sir. Number 2 pick should have been Finn Balor to SmackDown. Here's why. Number 3 pick, Roman Reigns. And most importantly, Dean Ambrose, number 4 to SmackDown. Why should Dean be number 4? Because Dean has a chip on his shoulder. You want to continue that. People aren't supposed to like Dean with authority-wise people. So pick him behind NXT rookie Finn Balor, right? That's going to put a chip on Dean's shoulder to give him more attitude, right? That's my take on that, guys. That's my take. So, yeah. So, next year, if they do another draft, be more prepared, WWE. Come out and let NXT people declare for the draft. Have people say they're not interested in the draft. They're foregoing the draft. There's ways to do this and make it entertaining and amazing. But, once again, you let me down, WWE. You let me down. Enough ranting about the draft. That's behind us. Let's talk about WWE Battleground 2016. Let's start off with Jericho. He'll have Randy Orton on the show. I don't know if this matters or not, but Jericho and Orton are both on SmackDown. Could we see a potential feud between the two? Could this be a setup in case Lesnar is not able to compete at SummerSlam? I don't know the details or anything that goes on with the doping policy with the UFC. But I'm interested to see what happens if Jericho starts a feud with him and let's say Brock gets suspended. Bam, you pop in Jericho and there you go. You got a nice little match with Jericho and Orton. Next up, let's talk WWE Championship Triple Threat match. Dean Ambrose, the champion from SmackDown, taking on Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns from Raw. Corey Graves seems to think that the odds are against Dean Ambrose. They are. When Roman comes back, this is his time to come back and truly be a heel. He can act like he's in line with Dean, but attack him. Attack him. Build a small alliance with Seth Rollins. Then try to screw him over at the end. But in the end, I do see Seth Rollins walking away as your new WWE champion with a very long title reign ahead of him. Now that leaves SmackDown without a world champion. It's my hopes that they do bring out a brand new championship. Please don't bring back the world title. Create a new championship. What are you going to call it? Because you can't call it the WWE Championship. Kind of dumb to call it the SmackDown Live Championship. But who knows what they're going to do with that. There's many options for us, right? All right. Now, let's go and talk the Intercontinental Championship. We have Making Darren Young Great Again with Bob Backlund. Taking on The Miz with Maurice. This should be a pretty good match. Kidding. I don't care about this match at all. I don't care about this match. This will be a piss break for me, honestly. Just the way it was set up. It's weak. They've made the Intercontinental Championship weak, and no one really cares about it. When Kevin Owens had the championship, I cared about it. If you had Kevin Owens against Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship, that would make more meaning than Miz versus Darren Young. Just my 2 cents on that. They keep trying. They want to build people up with championships, but you look at people who made it back in the day. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, dude never had a championship, but he was still the man. People loved him. Jake the Snake, Piper. I know he's an IC champ for a short, brief stint in '92, but other than that, I mean, those guys really didn't have championships. That's. I feel like people just need to get over by themselves. They don't need a championship to get over, and that's what they always do. They rush someone straight to the championship so they get a new character, personality. They just want to put a strap on them, put a championship on them. Let's see how the kid does. So no, Darren Young. No, stop it. Just get over yourself. You don't need a championship. So I do see Miz walking away here with this title match, retaining the IC championship. On to the United States Championship. We have Rusev with Lana taking on Zack Ryder. I love to see Zack win, but I see Rusev crushing Zack Ryder again. And moving on to a large feud on Raw with who I do not know. Who will he feud with on Raw? There's many possibilities, right? But yeah, I just don't see him losing to Zack Ryder. Just don't. But I do see Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins and Mojo on SmackDown. Can we have a Hype Bros trio? Oh my God, that'd be cool. I'm just kidding. It'd be kind of funny, but, not cool. All right, so we got some women's action Sunday night. We got Becky Lynch and Natalya. I see Becky coming out on top of this one just because Becky's been attacked, beat down, more times than I care to count, honestly. So I do see Becky walking away with the victory. Now, on to the tag team match. We have Charlotte and her protege, Dana Brooke, taking on Sasha Banks and a mystery partner. Please let it be Bayley. For the love of God, please let it be Bayley. I have a small, sneaking suspicion. It's probably going to be one of the newly drafted people. Maybe Nia Jax, Carmella. Who knows? But I want it to be Bayley. If it's Bayley, I say Sasha and Bayley wins. If it's not Bayley, they lose. Boom, that's it. All right. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. The final meeting. Come on, man. How are you going to tell me this is the final meeting when you know they're both on the same program? That ain't happening. They're going to feud a few more times. Might wait a few months, but they're going to feud some more. Money in the Bank. Championship matches. Come on. Come on, WWE. You should have drafted them on opposite shows if you want to make this final meeting seem legit. This contest, I see KO walking out with the victory. There, I said it. Kevin Owens will brutally defeat Sami Zayn. We got 2 6-man tag matches. We have John Cena, Enzo Amore, Big Cass taking on The Club. AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. I see John Cena, Enzo, and Cass walking away with the victory. I also see The Club. A lot of people are saying they're going to turn on AJ. I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be a clean loss, and that's it. WB they're not really the type to surprise anymore. If they do, it's very far and few between in their eyes. They surprised us with the draft. So, nothing major will happen in this match. If it does, great. It'd be cool. I'd love to see something extra. Now the Wyatts and the New Day. This will just be a complete brawl. It'll end in a no contest. I see Braun Strowman just laying waste to everyone, including Bray Wyatt, including Eric Rowan. He's on Raw now. He's going to have a whole new thing, I bet. He'll come out there, and he's Vince's boy. Vince loves the big guy. So I think he's just going to lay waste, and then do the appropriate thing, feud the Big Show for a few months. Right? That's my take. And I think I got all the matches in Battleground. If I missed any, I guess they weren't that important. So there we go. Those are the matches. Those are my predictions. That's my rant about the WWE Draft. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Enjoy Battleground. And I can't wait to watch Raw on Monday. Talk to you guys later.